guys, welcome to my channel. This is Mega Mind, and then I just want us to talk about a few things, liquidity and stuff, price action. In just a short video, I'm going to explain a lot of these concepts. I'm an algo trader, and I know a lot of people wondering how I get into some of these trades. This is London. Today's date is 19th of February 2024. So we're going to be talking about some of these concepts. You see, algo trading is based off of liquidity. Basically, that's what algo trading is. A lot of the times, people are caught up, and of course, I'm not saying that all of these other strategies don't work. But what I'm saying in essence is you must understand where these traps are. Yeah. So when I woke up this morning, what did I see on the chart? I saw my 1 hour. But meanwhile, one of the things I do very, very well is I try to know what my fundamental is saying. Yeah. So if, for instance, I know a lot of people woke up this morning thinking price is going to buy into this guy. A lot of the time, people think price is going to buy into that guy. Probably take out this guy here, and then probably mitigate the other block. I'm not saying this thing is going to happen. There's high probability that these things might happen, but one of the things I do is I try to trade within the recent liquidity levels, just so that I don't become very predictive in my approach. Yeah, so cool. What I did was I checked my fundamentals. I realized that there is no news today. There's no news today. No news today. So what I did was, okay, look at the current liquidity levels where I'm going to be looking for shorts. So I realized that this is one of the liquidity levels where price may most likely sell back into the range. So because there's not enough volume to buy price into areas like this. So what did I do? I hop on my 15 minutes. Yeah, I hop on 15 minutes. What did I do? I marked out those zones where I know that price may most likely give us a sell back into the range. Yeah, I'm not going to be going into details of how I'm able to identify this stuff. So, but cool. One of the things you want to see is this is what I use to identify a swing point. I want to see 2 push manipulation or 2 push supply, because one of the things I do is I don't take the first push as, let's say, what you guys know to be change of character or whatever you call it, but I used to see it as liquidity, then price may most likely buy, continue. Yeah, that's if price is coming from a bullish move. So the first sweep I consider it to be liquidity level for the continuation. Yeah, so that was what I did. And then if I was going to sell from areas like this, I want to see another push towards the downside. So what this does is it confirms the swing for me. Yeah, it confirms the swing. So it confirms the swing. So what I do basically is I wait for the high probability. I'm not going to be trading from any of these levels here. I just wait for price to come up to sweep it. As soon as we get the sweep, I look for my 1 minute confirmation, then I get into the trade. Yeah, so cool. That was what I did. That was what I did this morning. So cool. So we have something like this. Excuse me. We have something like this. Yeah. Cool. We have something like this. So as soon as that happens, we confirm. Let me remove this guy. Remove this guy to this point. Alright, so cool. That's what I do basically. And then you see what I do, I wait for price to come back to a high probability point where I can actually look for myself. Yeah, cool. So I wait for price to either pull back into the zone. So then I begin to study what the 1 minute does on this level or do on this level. So as soon as I'm able to get my confirmation, then I'm out. I'm in the trade. So that was what happened. That was exactly what happened. So if you look at this chart, basically you find these two push manipulation. After the price took out this level, we had price, coming down to these levels like this. Then this confirmed for me the sell range. Yeah, it confirms for me the sell range, basically. So it confirms for me the sell range. Yeah. So as soon as I get my sell range, what then happens? I wait for price to come back to sweep it. As soon as price sweeps it, then I get into my trade. So let me show you guys how I got into this trade, basically. So after this sweep here, then I went down to my 1 minute. Went down to my 1 minute here. Cool. Went down to my 1 minute. What do I see? Yeah, I want to study what price does into my sell leg. So let's study price. We had price selling, buying, trying to sell, buy. I told you if I have a sweep like this, I consider it a continuation move, not necessarily a change of trend. Now, cool. Okay, let me do that again. So we have a sell here, buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here. So what I did was, as soon as price took out this high, looking at my fundamentals, knowing that there is no news event coming today, and price has taken out my 15 minutes liquidity level. So I got in on a risk entry at this point. I got in on a risk entry, but if you don't want to get in on a risk entry, it's pretty simple. Now liquidity has been taken on this leg. So what then happens next is let me do this. What then happens next is we have they're pretty much looking for the same thing. Yeah, so we have price breaking towards this downside here, taking out this low. Then I told you guys a two push move make up for a sell or a buy leg, or make up for a valid trading leg for me. So after price swept this low, we are supposed to have like a buy continuation, correct? So but then what happened was that as soon as price swept the low, we had price pulled back, then swept again. Yeah, now it swept again. What did I do? I saw that we came out from a higher time frame liquidity level, which is this guy here. Yeah, so price has given me my double push manipulation, and then this entire guy becomes liquidity. So I'm studying, mind you, I've gotten on the risk entry at this point. So price swept this guy here. Yeah, swept this guy here, then continue to further break towards that. That was what confirmed myself of my sell bias at this point. So I'm looking at this particular trading leg here to see where would be the points where price may most likely react for a buy. Then I can get in on a risk on what's it called, a re-entry. So we have this guy that took out liquidity, then broke structure at this point. So I'm waiting for it to be swept. I'm not necessarily going to be trading it. I know a lot of people say they're going to be trading is a valid POI for buy, or rather for your trade, but then I wait for it to be swept. That's how I look at it. I wait for a sweep, and as soon as that happens, I knew, because we're coming from a higher time frame sell leg, even if I'm going to be getting on a buy here, this is low probability. It's going to be low probability buys. Yeah, so I didn't get in on this buy. Then I waited for price to get into my last, this is kind of my last order flow for a sell. But then what happened was that price came and did this. Yeah, when price did this here, took out this low, belt liquidity, then further broke. So I'm not looking at this POI anymore for a sell continuation. What I did was that as soon as this high was swept here, because if we have that double push close to my POI, what that indicates for me is another sell leg. Yeah, so price may not necessarily come into your POIs. Price may not necessarily come into your POIs here and all of those stuff. Yeah, what happened was that when price swept this guy here, I got in on the trade and then I took the sell. Yeah, so I took the sell. I watched the price to see what price is going to do at this level. So when price came to this leg here, because of where we're coming from this sweep, but this is a 1 minute sweep. Yeah, but I am not going to be getting in on this buys because I knew that price wasn't going to buy continue. How did I know that? Because of where we are coming from the sell leg. So we are targeting a more higher time frame liquidity than just playing the internals. So when price got to this point, but I got in on a re-entry, it took out this guy here. Then what am I waiting for? I told you two push manipulation confirms my leg. So as soon as price took out this guy here, I want you guys to see very well. See that very well. As soon as price took out this guy here, this again confirms my sell leg. What am I waiting for? I'm waiting for a liquidity. So I'm waiting for this guy to be swept, which price didn't do. Let me clean up this chart so that it becomes clean. Excuse me guys, let me clean up this chart. Okay, so mind you, this was a low probability guys. I was trying to catch a reversal, but low probability guys. So cool. As soon as price came into these areas, what did I do? I studied price again. I want to see liquidity being built, liquidity being taken. So if price is not coming for this guy, which of course what I expected price to do, come for this guy, take this guy out, and probably meet this efficiency here, then we have like a sell continuation. That was what I anticipated, of which price didn't necessarily do. So what did I do? I waited. What I saw was as soon as price came down here, then went up here, came down here, indicating the fact that this, or suggestive of the fact that this might be a strong low for a buy continuation. But what then did I see? Because I have confirmed this to be my valid sell leg, yeah, which I told you guys, double manipulation, or rather double breaks confirms my sell leg. What I did was I waited for liquidity to be built. And where was the liquidity? This was it right here. So as soon as price attempted to sell, built liquidity, took it out, then swept this guy here. This was why I got in on the trade. After the close of this candle, I got in on this trade. And where's my target? My target is this low. Was my target this low? That was what I was targeting. But meanwhile, I looked at it again. We have like this valid what's it called, valid POIs for a buy. So when price came into it, I couldn't get in. It bought aggressively back into this guy, swept again, liquidity being built, swept. A very good opportunity for sales, of which I was considering it, because I wasn't considering it because of this level that we are in. So when price came, took out this guy here again. So what did I do? What I did basically was just to jump in on it, but I would have waited for more confirmation. I just wanted to take a risk entry, but I waited for it to come back, swept this guy here, then I got in. Mind you, because of where we are coming from, we may not have the move, we may not have this buy move now. So what I want to do is to wait for the 5 minutes to form. Since I took the 1 minute, it didn't play out well. It didn't play out well. Actually was waiting for this level to be taken out before I get in on my buys, of which I would have been in the buys here. Because of this video I'm making, I would have gotten another buy opportunity at this level. So this was the perfect setup. I was only thinking, I only took this buy was because I thought price was just going to mitigate, but mitigation is not necessarily my kind of trade. I trade sweeps, yeah. So this would have been the perfect buy opportunity for me. And if I'm buying from these areas, for instance, my targets should be price going to take out this high first, and then ultimately, let me delete this. This was the first loss for today. So ultimately we are going higher if price is going to be targeting this guy. Yeah, this is the guy. So cool. For the sake of this video, I couldn't jump in on this one. So cool. I think that's it basically for how I got into my sales. I think I gave out a whole lot. I gave out a whole lot, but then make of the video what you want to, and then I wish you well in your trading journey. I believe most of you guys are killing it in the market. From me to you is bye for now. Yeah, so I wish you guys good luck with your trading today, and then see you guys next time. A lot of contents like this will be coming out. You'll be getting a lot of content like this from me, and then I appreciate you guys. Please give me a follow, like the video so that others can see, and then see you next time, guys.